14 FAD and Major Kumar Saubhagya, the secretary, Durand Kapsel, he had played a great and major role in organizing the tournament in this part of the country. So it's all set here. The FC Goa, the Scouts, would be taking on the Marina Machans, Chennai and FC, and what a crucial match this is going to be. FC Goa already champion in the Indian Oil Durand Cup, great and major role in organizing the tournament in this part of the country. So it's all set here. The FC Goa, the Scouts, would be taking on the Marina Machans, customary handshake, and FC, and what a crucial it's been raining in this part of the country. Goa already we have seen a lot of rain in Kokrajhar, and for the first time, history was scripted, and the Borderland FC won their last match. And the people were ecstatic. Here the match officials, Mrityunjay Amatya, assisted on the lines by Abhishek Shankade, and we have seen a lot of rain in Kokrajhar, and for the first time, history was assisted on the lines by Abhishek Shankade and Parameshwar Gop and Krishal Jong, the FIFA referee. He is the fourth referee for this evening. So it's all set, and what a wonderful match this is going to be. Brandon Fernandes with Jordan Murray. They are all focus. So the toss happening in the side to kick off, and they would decide the side that would they defend as well. Exchange of memorabilia. The keepsake photographs. It's a fantastic setting here at the Indira Gandhi Athletic Stadium, and we are live and exclusive on the Sony Sports 10-2 and streaming live on Sony Live. Here the formation, they go with a 4-2-3-1 formation. And remember the ex-international Gauramangi Singh is officiating. Uday and Sandesh Shingan would be important. And Curl McHugh, the one who is coming for the Mohun Bagan Supergiant, and Rainier anchoring the midfield, the number 6 role, and he prefers to go with a double number 6. Brandon should be important, and leading the line, of course, would be the hitman Carlos Martinez. And Marina Machans are all set, they are focused. They also go with a 4-2-3-1 Chennai FC formation. Samik Mitra in the goal, Sarthak Galoi with Bikash. They've got a very experienced young player, Sachu, 22 years of age. The Italian is there, Potosio and Ayush. And leading the line, the ideal number 9 should be the Jordan Murray. He can, of course, score goals. So it's all set for a beautiful match between the two hero Indian Super League sides. Both the teams have got a very strong bench here. The Cows as well as the Marina Machans. You have Rafiq, you have Romario, Sweden Fernandes, Devjit, the second shot stopper for the Chennai FC. And you have Devendra Murgaonkar who can come in. Victor Rodriguez also on the bench. He is not starting. And to take you through with a fantastic match, welcome Mark Tompkins with Aditya Chauhan.
Thanks, Pala. Good evening, everyone. Fascinating game in prospect here. These teams finished 7th and 8th respectively in the Hero ISL last season. It was only head-to-head that split them because they finished level on points. Both have new coaches at the helm, both have new look players, and both have massive anticipation of a wonderful season ahead. It could start by lifting the Durand Cup silverware, of course. Goa, no stranger to this tournament, having won it 2 years ago. Chennai got to the quarter-finals in 2022, but have never got beyond that stage. So a big test for them tonight. No Owen Coyle on the sidelines after 2 yellow cards. He's in the stands. So Sandy Stewart is the man that will be shouting out the instructions, his trusty right-hand man. While Gauramangi Singh is the man shouting the odds for Goa tonight. With Manolo Marquez, of course, the new man in charge taking a watching brief over this competition. Aditi Chauhan joins me. We've set it up beautifully with these two teams, two of the top teams that are expecting big things in the Hero ISL this season. And this will be a big test of how they've come and how these new players are settling in for them.
Thanks, Mark. Indeed, a very exciting clash between the two Hero ISL teams. Playing with their full squad. So an exciting battle ahead of us, which will also give us a good idea of what to expect from
Debuts on the pitch tonight as well. Sartak Gulai, who joined just a few days ago from Imami East Bengal. Christian Batocchio, the Italian, makes his debut, while does Carl McHugh, who only joined up with his new teammates a few days ago as well, gets a start. The man who joined from Mohan Bagan, Super Giant, of course, his former team rather, in action tomorrow against Mumbai City FC in a mouth-watering quarter-final. Already Northeast United and Imami East Bengal are through to the semi-final. They will meet next week. Who will be joining them after today's game? Chennai in 100% record so far. Been wonderful performance for them. Well, Goa also have impressed in this tournament, just dropping 2 points in a draw with Northeast. That's Noah Sadoy just trying to put Sashu under pressure. Another new signing for Chennai in the close season is Farooq Chowdhury. Just losing possession, but competitive already in that central area as Brandon takes a tumble.
Yes, a very important clash, and you can already see those physical battles, those one-on-one battles coming through, just not allowing the opponents to pick up the rhythm, get comfortable on the pitch, and that's what you expect from an important clash like this. But here's Noah, the star man of FC Goa, who scored a hat-trick in the first game. He's got 4 goals so far in the Durand Cup.
Yeah, he's one of the top scorers, one of 4 hat-trick scorers in the group stages of the competition. There is Sandy Stewart. He's followed Owen Coyle around for a number of years at various managerial positions. Of course, they were together at Jamshedpur when they lifted the league winners' shield in the Hero ISL a couple of seasons ago. Owen Coyle booked twice. There was a bit of a row about one of those yellow cards particularly, but he forced to sit in the stand tonight and watch on as his side tried to make it through to the semi-finals for the first time. Lost out to Mumbai City FC in the quarter-finals in 2022, 5-3 after extra time. Can they keep their 100% record going? Nice turn from Jordan Murray. Shot blocked, and that will be first corner of the game. He's really hit the ground running, hasn't he, Jordan Murray, along with Connor Shields, the new signing, sitting just in behind him tonight.
Absolutely, and this pairing is going to be extremely important, especially in this clash against a top side like FC Goa, who have a rhythm with them, but the Chennai FC, having 100% record in the group stages, have looked strong. And here comes their first corner of this game.
Yeah, only conceded 2 goals as well. Chennai in swinger, and an early goal to put Chennai in front. It's Bikash with the head of the central defender coming in unmarked at the back, and Chennai have continued their good run by taking the lead. Unused sub last season, Bikash, but coming into the starting lineup for this Durand Cup, and he gets his first goal for Chennai. He started every game, and he's been rewarded with the opening goal. Great start for Chennai. They lead by 1-0.
What a fantastic start for Chennai FC. Set piece coming through and great execution. A lot of questions have to be asked from the FC Goa defenders. There was a man there, but no problem there for that run on the back post from Bikash. Watching the ball right till the end. An easy header in the end for Chennai FC.
was just about to say, Seriton was the man marking him, but just seemed to be almost out-muscled as he went for that perfectly fairly by Bikash. But Seriton surely will look at himself and feel he should have done better in that situation.
It did feel like there was some sort of communication gap between the goalkeeper and Seriton, because after conceding, Seriton was looking at the goalkeeper. I do feel that that the ball was in the area of the goalkeeper to come out and claim. Extremely important in these kind of important clashes for the goalkeeper to show their early presence and their domination, especially in the 6-yard area. I felt Dheeraj should have done better communication, at least with his defender. But here comes Chennai again.
Yeah, Jordan Murray out wide. Sandesh Chingan, newly signed by FC Goa for this season, gets the ball away. Bertocchio, first real touch for the Italian, was very highly rated. He was born in Rosario in Argentina, Christian Bertocchio, moved to Udinese when he was 16, played a number of games for Watford in the Championship in the UK. And here he is now plying his trade and making a debut tonight at Chennai. That's Brandon. Fair tackle, though. There's a determination about Chennai tonight. When you look at their record from last season, they dropped 11 points from winning position. Sorry, if they pick up another 3 or 4 more points, they would have made it into the playoffs. Here come Chennai once again, down the line for Connor Shields to give chase. Chingan goes across, makes the challenge this time.
So early threats from Chennai and FC coming one after the other. FC Goa having to soak up the pressure in these early minutes. Haven't really had a chance to get on the ball, keep possession. Chennai and FC doing well.
Good long ball out from Rainier towards Udanta. There are lots of new faces on show. Manolo Marquez, of course, the man who had such a successful time at Hyderabad, is now in charge at Goa. He's brought in a day from his former club. Rainier from Mumbai City FC, Udanta from Bengaluru. Carl McHugh is a big signing for them in that holding midfield role. Very similar to role that Jav Victor played for Manolo at Hyderabad. That's away by a day. Real solid defender.
Yeah, and talking about FC Goa's defense, Sandesh Chingan and have had a strong performances. Have been a pair that's been talked about a lot, but they've already conceded in these early minutes. In the group stages, FC Goa just conceded 2 goals from Northeast United FC.
Here's Noah trying to get to the byline. It's a great ball across and a free header from Carlos off the bar. What a chance for Goa to get back into this one. Carlos Martinez rising highest in the penalty area. It crashed off the bar, and here come Goa once again. Good response. Noah twisting and turning and weaving his way through and firing across goal. It only needed a touch, and it goes out for a goal kick. Carlos was there again. Goa with a great spell of pressure, but Chennai have managed to keep their goal intact.
Noah Sadoi again being one of the most influential players on that left flank. Always a threat whenever he gets the ball. Kept it on towards the goal, but couldn't get it on target. Hits the post and just missing out on that final touch. Carlos Martinez.
It's a corner though to Goa. Out is the shout from Sandy Stewart. Brandon swings it back in again. On the turn, it was Noah who swung the boot, completely missed his kick. Chennai managed to get the ball away. It's been a fairly frantic opening 10 minutes here. Chennai with the goal, Goa hitting the bar and then narrowly missing as the ball flashed across the face of goal. Just what we expected, I think, from these two. Here's Brandon. Now Seriton. Sandesh Chingan just helps that one on. Referee plays the advantage. Noah, I think, was fouled. First touch for Carl McHugh. Had such a wonderful few seasons, first at ATK and then at Mohun Bagan Supergiant, of course. Carl McHugh was a winner in the Hero ISL last season with the Mariners. On by Jordan Murray. Into no man's land, it'll be comfortable, though. I think the flag was up for offside anyway, but it's been a very good start to the game in terms of the pace, and we have a goal already.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see how McHugh pairs up with Rana Fernandez in the midfield. New player joining in the first 11. It's always important to build that kind of understanding with your teammates, and that's something that FC Goa would look to get better at and keep improving.
He's only had a few days to get to know his new teammates. Carl McHugh, I think he arrived in India just about 3 days ago, and the signing was officially announced. Here's that chance again. Great ball in from Noah, and really Carlos from that position, Aditi, should be scoring from there.
Absolutely, and when we see the replay, we do see that he was absolutely free there. It was a free header, and this again was a chance where slightest touch from Carlos would have ended up in that in a goal and equalizer for FC Goa. But this clash is already looking building up to the expectations. Sure, there'll be lots of goals in this match. An exciting clash already.
Has already scored twice. Carlos got the 6th goal in the 6-0 win over the 5th goal, sorry, in the 6-0 win over Shillong, and then also scored in that 3-0 win over Downtown Heroes in the final group match. Salvaro Vasquez, of course, has now departed after a disappointing season for him in the last campaign. Here is Carlos again, gets away from his man this time. He's got a dancer with him. Here's a dancer, just a slight touch, took him a little bit wide and then slices it away. It was unselfish from Carlos, who was in a good position. A dancer probably didn't need to take that first touch.
It was unselfish of Carlos to give the ball to Udanta. I did feel that he was perhaps in a better position, but Udanta would be extremely disappointed with that effort. Should have kept it on target, should have at least tested the goalkeeper. And this is something that Udanta needs to get better at. At these kind of opportunities, he needs to keep it on target and contribute more to the team in terms of goals.
He was a Durand Cup winner with Bengaluru last season, of course. He made 14 appearances off the bench. He was very much a bit part player for Simon Grayson last season. But he'll bring a different dimension to Goa on the flank this season as well. So a useful addition for Manolo Marquez.
Yeah, absolutely. There's no doubt about the work rate that Udanta brings with him. Has some quality crosses as well. It just needs to improve those numbers in terms of goals.
Free kick to Goa, which will be taken by Brandon Fernandez. McHugh forward, he scored headed goals in the past in India. Not on this occasion. Away as far as Xavier Gamma. Nice ball floated in towards a dancer again, just lacked a bit of pace. It was headed away by Sangwan. That's well played by Ayush.
FC Goa have rotated their squad. They have given minutes to every player in the squad in this Durand Cup. And we've seen a lot of rotation, different formations, different personnels deployed. And it's also exciting to have an Indian coach leading this FC Goa team, Gormangi, an ex-international. Lots of experience as a player and now as a coach in charge of FC Goa.
This Seriton looking to get a little bit of width in towards Carlos once again, headed away by Sartak on his debut. Now, Farouk. Chase on here for Jordan Murray. Ade will get there first and guide it back to Diraj. It was a little under his feet, and Away for a throw, not the most competent clearance then from Dheeraj.
Yeah, perhaps that early goal's done something to his confidence. Felt like he had the time with that back pass, could have switched the side to Sandesh.
Yeah, coming back into the side tonight, Dheeraj, one of 7 changes made by FC Goa after that win over Downtown Heroes. Frithik was in goal for that match. There's a high kick here, which is going to earn a telling off a dancer, I think, on Jordan Murray. Referee keeping his cards in his pocket for the moment.
Not much in it, but that is why you could see the FC Goa players complaining. But the referees decided to give a free kick.
That's a good chance for Jordan Murray here because he was a League Shield winner under Owen Coyle at Jamshedpur, scored 4 times in that Shield winning season, played in Thailand last year, only scored 4, but a good chance for Chennai in leading their line in place of Petar Siskovic, of course, who's joined Jordan Murray's old club, Jamshedpur, for the coming season. Connor Shields looks to have as well recovered from a knock on the ankle that he picked up against Trib Army. Here's the day. Adanta, seen plenty of the ball in the opening quarter of an hour. Carlos. Noah Sadoy trying to find some space down that far side. Adanta finds a little opening between 2 defenders. Brandon tries the shot, takes a deflection off Bikash and comfortably through to Samik Mitra in goal. Sorry, I was just about to say, you look at Chennai in over the last few seasons and they haven't really had that stability. They've changed their coach pretty much every season since Marco Materazzi left. So maybe getting Owen Coyle in, hopefully he'll stay more than 1 season and they can start to bring that stability back that saw them winners on 2 occasions, of course.
Absolutely, and stability is extremely important for any squad to earn titles, to win titles. You do take time as a team to understand your teammates, how each player likes to move, how they like to receive a pass. And that's something that Chennai and FC, now they've made some big signings this season, would look to build on for the seasons ahead.
Noah's ball in again, just flicked away before it could reach Carlos that time. Yeah, of course, Owen Coyle took over in 2019-20 when they were struggling down at the foot of the Hero ISL table and got them into the final. It was a remarkable run he took them on. Then, of course, Jamshedpur, League Shield winner, then heading off to Queen's Park in Scotland, where he almost got them into the Premier League in his first season. So a proven track record over the last few years, and now Chennai in looking to try and capitalise on that for the coming season. They lead here by that 5th-minute goal from Bikash, the central defender who came forward for the corner. Here's Udanta. Goa have had a good chance to get back into it with Carlos hitting the crossbar. Noah's a key figure for them, though, in terms of their creativity. Sandesh Jingan.
Yeah, Noah has been a key player throughout this Durand Cup. I think there's still some work to be done in the midfield.
Udanta cleverly pulled back to the edge of the area. It was Brandon arriving. Noah gets there first. Tries to flay it into Carlos. It's headed away by Bikash once again. Goa trying to put some pressure on these Chennai defenders. Seriton on by Rainier. McHugh. Saviour buying himself some space. Got the shot which was blocked by Sartak. And that will go for another Goa corner. So spells in little pockets coming from Goa at the moment, but they are pressing Chennai in back.
Once again, Udanta being involved in the attack from the right flank. A good pass towards Brandon, who manages to get a foot on it. But FC Goa have earned a corner.
Brandon Fernandez to take it, the captain, just over Noah, who couldn't get a flick on it. Udanta. All the way to the back post. No arriving. Sandesh Jingen wanted it pulled back. It's in towards Carlos. Away again by Bikash. On by Shields. Now Farouk. Chennai with a chance of a break here. Loose ball picked up by Udanta though. Here's Carl McHugh. Now Noah Sadoy. It's been an entertaining opening 21 minutes. Udanta in the middle. Carlos in the middle. McHugh arriving on the edge of the area. Brandon tried to squeeze it through, but no way past that challenge. Farouk.
Yeah, Chennai FC doing extremely well to get back, get numbers behind the ball, defend in numbers and stay compact. Every time the ball goes wide for FC Goa, you can immediately see 3 or 4 Chennai FC players in front of the goal, really compact. They know that Carlos Martinez will be a threat and will be the target for those crosses coming in from Noah and Udanta.
Northeast United and Imami East Bengal already into the semi-finals of the 132nd Indian Oil Duran Cup. Who is going to join them? Is Ayush. Tries his luck from distance, but no trouble for Dheeraj to watch that one wide.
Ayush Adhikari is also a new signing for Chennai FC. A young player. He's been impressive and has also got a start tonight. Along with another new signing, Batochio.
I've been looking forward to seeing Christian Batochio. He's got a good track record. He's played in Mexico, in Japan, in the UK, in Italy. Also played for Italy under-20s and their under-21s earlier in his career. That's helped out towards Udanta. Rainier. Brandon. Now Seriton. Good shape from Chennai at the moment, just preventing those little pockets for opening up for FC Goa. They're struggling to find any space in the final third. That's down the line for Udanta, but that's a foul by Sangwan. The assistant referee raised his flag straight away, so Goa with another free kick in a dangerous position that could put Samik's goal under pressure.
Sangwan just putting too much pressure there and conceding a foul against Udanta. A good position for FC Goa to make the most of it and get that equalizer. Sure to see Brandon on the ball for this free kick.
Sandy Stewart just shouting a few instructions. Seemed to hurt Udanta that one. He's got the thumbs up from the physio, so just looked at a painful knee to the base of the back, I think, from Udanta. Well, the early goal came after just 5 minutes, and it was a good header from Bikash, but questionable defending from Seriton, who allowed him to run and just literally muscle him out the way.
An in-swinging corner, but questions from the defense and also the goalkeeper, because it did feel like the ball was within those 6-yard box, where the goalkeeper is supposed to dominate, really claim those crosses and claim the balls coming in that area.
Not for the first time. Similar position to a free kick Brandon took earlier on in this first half. Coming up to 25 minutes gone here in Guwahati. Chennai leading by a goal to nil. Good delivery again in towards Jingan, but good defending once more by Chennai. Hoisted back in by Rainier. Noah will keep it in play and get there before Sartak drives the ball across, away by Rahim Ali. Seriton. Too high for Carl. Trying to keep this alive here, Goa. Noah Sadoy. It's a day on the overlap, playing the role of the winger. Great ball in, almost finds Carlos once again. Sangwan with an important header. Udanta just waiting to come back on, but once again, Chennai's defenders have stood firm. Here comes Farouk on the counter for Chennai. Rides the high challenge. Rainier gives chase, and Goa win the ball back. It's certainly very competitive, this game at the moment.
And you can already see FC Goa relying more on those long balls, the crosses. And there's still some work to be done in the midfield. You can feel there's still a bit of understanding to develop between the players. Brandon pulling the Chennai FC player.
Yeah, possibly fortunate to get away without a yellow card there, Brandon.
Yeah, a bit of frustration from Brandon.
Ayush was away from him, but Brandon unceremoniously hauls him to the ground, so it is a chance for Chennai to just keep possession and get this free kick forward. There's Bikash, the goal scorer, with the short free kick. Carlos, well won back by Carl McHugh. Typical solid challenge in midfield from the Irishman. Just one familiar face missing from the Chennai lineup this season is Anirudh Thapa, who's moved on to Mohan Bagan Supergiant. Been a staple for a number of seasons for Chennai, and of course Ayush may be the man to fill his shoes, possibly Jiteshwar as well, who we've seen in this tournament as well. Here's Jordan Murray. Sashu. Now Ayush. Sangwan outside him. Had a real breakthrough season last season. Sangwan, that's a good ball in behind for Rahim Ali's little pullback. Jingan gets the ball away for a corner. It was slightly behind him, or in front of him rather. He had to stretch for that, but managed to get the ball away.
Great run from Rahim Ali on the left flank. Manages to get a ball across. But Sandesh Jingan doing extremely well to prevent the ball going to David Murray. Seriton hasn't had the best start of the game. Was the man marking Bikash when they conceded the goal. Another set piece for Chennai FC.
Christian Bertocchio with the corner. Murray and McHugh, Shields and McHugh rather, having a little pushing match with each other. No surprise with those two. Connor Shields, a Scot. Carl McHugh, who's an Irishman who played in Scotland. Bertocchio waits, all about the quality on the delivery. They've already scored from one corner. In swinger again towards Dheeraj's goal, but overhits it and harmlessly behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, I think that would be the approach for Chennai FC. We've seen Dheeraj not very confident in coming out in those in-swinging corners. So that would certainly be an approach Chennai FC would like to take and keep testing Dheeraj and FC Goa's defense in set pieces.
There's Udanta. Plays the ball around, Sangwan to Brandon. Udanta again. Goes long this time. Noah at the back post. McHugh marks his debut with the equalising goal. And it's taken him 30 minutes to have an impact on his FC Goa debut. The man brought in from Mohan Bagan Supergiant finds the bottom corner. And FC Goa are back on level terms inside half an hour. And this game is back to being finally poised at 1-1.
This goal was coming. FC Goa had been threatening and questioning this Chennai FC defense. But this time, Udanta combining with Brandon, putting in a cross, and Noah just keeping it in play, and McHugh being in the right place at the right time, making that late run in, and finds it easy to place it at the back of the net.
Tidy finish from Carl McHugh. Scored 3 times last season, twice in the win over Kerala and also against Mumbai in that thrilling 2-2 game at the Mumbai Football Arena last season. course, those two will renew acquaintances tomorrow in the final quarter-final. But Chennai, having got themselves in the lead through Bikash, find themselves pegged back here by Carl McHugh so on his debut. Carlos wins the throw. Danta's seen plenty of the ball. He and Brandon combine well to create that opportunity down this near side. As Rainier gets a second chance here as it bounced back off Rahim Ali in towards Noah, who was waiting for that to drop for the volley, but Sashu got an important header in, but at the expense of another corner here for Goa.
FC Goa just piling on that pressure, building the momentum from the goal. Now getting a free kick. Brandon on the ball once again.
In swinger from Brandon. Away by Jordan Murray, only as far as a day. The Danta. Swung back in again, free header! And Noah Sadoy puts it wide when he seemed easier to score from that sort of position. He had a good time to see it, and he knows he should have done better.
Once again, Danta and Noah combining. Sachu's going to have a tough night tonight to keep Noah quiet. He's already got an assist in the game. He is the top scorer so far for FC Goa. He's got 4 goals in this Durand Cup campaign. And looking to add another one tonight.
He scored a hat-trick in that first win over Shillong Lejong and then came off the bench to rescue a point with a penalty against Northeast. But he should have scored there, and Goa should have been leading by 2-1. Not to be, though. Still 1-1.
Sandesh Chingan just having a chat with Dheeraj, asking him to come out and ask for the ball. Didn't really have the time and didn't trust Dheeraj enough to play that back pass. Decided to give it for a throw-in.
Bikash with the long throw, away by Aday. 18 goals conceded by FC Goa from set pieces last season. It really was their Achilles heel in the Hero ISL, conceding from free kicks and corners. And they've already conceded from 1 corner here tonight, something that I'm sure Manolo Marquez will be looking to stamp out ahead of the new season. Here's Noah Sadoy. Pacey when he's running at defenders, tricky to get the ball off and not foul him. Lovely ball played on, away by Sartak. Sartak, who only joined yesterday from Emami East Bengal. Another former Mohun Bagan player, was also at Bengaluru for a season. This is Xavier with a throw. Gets it back from Carlos. Carlos again. Tries his luck, but well off target. Samik able to watch that one over the top.
Carlos just finding enough space for himself to take a shot off. Couldn't keep it on target, but he is a threat from distance as well.
Samik Mitra with a goal kick. He came into the side against Mumbai. Thomas Badaric giving him his chance last season, and he stayed in the side for the rest of the season. After that, established himself as the #1. It's only his 2nd appearance in this competition. Here come Goa again with Xavier Gamma. Now Noah. Sashu tries to prevent him again, getting the crossing, but can't do so. Sartak's header away. Back by Xavier. Away again by Sartak. McHugh's header. Noah.
FC
Turning away
Goa
from...
FC Goa have suddenly picked up the pace. Picked up the momentum after the goal. keeping more possession. You could see Chennai and FC enjoying more possession in the early minutes of the first half. But FC Goa slowly easing into the game and keeping more possession, building more attack, and asking questions of this Chennai and FC defense.
That's good play by Sangwan. Nice quick feet. Shields back inside towards Murray, but Ade gets there first. Bouncing awkwardly for Carlos. Sangwan wins the header. Goa have dominated possession despite the fact that they fell behind. Lovely ball down the line for Adanta, who's got some space. Sangwan just struggling a little in the middle, all the way to the back post to Noah. Can't bring it under control, should just be able to keep it in play. Pitch is still a little bit heavy after the rain earlier on, so the ball just slowed down for him. Brandon's ball in again, it's over Carlos. Udanta using this right side well. Goa at the moment, ball back, Carlos! Deflected by Sartak. Still not properly cleared. Carlos weaves his way through. Lovely little chip. Wonderful finish by Carlos Martinez. And a third goal in this Durand Cup. And a piece of quality. Lub Samik Mitra when he was looking for the low one. And Carlos Rodriguez, the Spaniard, gets another goal for Goa. And he's another new signing that's hit the ground running. And Goa have come from behind here to lead by 2-1.
Absolute quality in that goal from Carlos. Knew that the keeper's off his line, beats his defender, and then just chips the ball over to the far post. A very smart finish indeed from a very experienced player, Carlos Martinez, who adds another goal to his tally.
Brilliantly done. Spent all his career in Spain before he spent a couple of seasons with Tokyo Verde. 35 goals in 93 appearances for FC Andorra before moving here. And clearly already enjoying his time. That was a lovely piece of footwork and an improvised finish, a little dink over the goalkeeper. There wasn't much room to get that ball up and down, but he did it with absolute precision. And we can look forward to plenty of goals from him this season, I'm sure. Of course, everybody talks about Goa and goal scorers. They talk about the great Coro, who scored so many goals. Maybe they will find a new hero this season. The Gores in Carlos. Here's Farouk, though, as Chennai look to try and get back on level terms. Through to Dirash, who saves comfortably. But already you can see there's a difference in character about Goa this season with the new man coming in. Of course, Carlos Peña last season, but already you can see the work that Manolo Marquez has been doing on the training field is starting to pay off already.
Absolutely, the attack of FC Goa has looked threatening. Every time you talk about all the attackers, including Udanta, Noah on the wings. Now with Carlos Martinez leading the attack up front. The Goa attack has become even more lethal.
Yeah, Marquez's sides have always been built on a strong defence, of course. When he was first at Hyderabad, he had the two fullbacks of Ashish Rai and Akash Mishra. A day came in alongside Sana Singh, and then Juanan to go. And he's brought in a day here who's a solid defender, and Sandesh Jingan, who had such a great season last season with Bengaluru. So already he's strengthened that defence in the centre. Questions as to who he'll use as fullbacks. He's got Xavier and Seriton today. They're looking at a very good unit, a very well-organised unit as well.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of overlapping runs from these fullbacks. Brandon seems to be struggling a little bit. He's down on the field.
I'm not too sure what happened there, whether he's just tweaked something. Brandon?
Yeah, he has struggled with the injuries in the past. Always a question if he'll be able to have a full season without injuries. He's an extremely key player for FC Goa and also for the national team when he's available.
A shake of the head from from Brandon rather. Here's that first goal. Paul McHugh, measured finish into the bottom corner. Lovely build-up between Brandon and Udanta as well.
Yeah, and a good cross in to also find Noah, who just does enough to keep the ball in play. Also maybe read that run from McHugh coming in. Just wanted to place it in his feet on his run. And McHugh does no mistake from that short distance to get the ball in the back of the net.
I spoke to him the other day, Carl McHugh, really looking forward to the new challenge. There was a little bit of uncertainty about his future at the end of the season, but he just arrived in Goa and he was really enjoying his time, so already started with a goal. There's Sartak. Way over the top, though, from that sort of range. No trouble for Dheeraj. 3 minutes to go to half-time. FC Goa, who conceded the opening goal to Bikash after 5 minutes, have battled back, turned this one around through two of their new foreign signings, Carl McHugh and Carlos, to make it 2-1 as it stands at the moment, placed in the quarter-finals of the semi-finals, rather, of the 132nd Duran Cup, the Indian Oil Duran Cup, up for grabs. And they, of course, whoever wins this will play the winners of tomorrow's match between Mumbai City FC and Mohun Bagan Supergiant. Away by Jinga. It's Rahim Ali. Got it back from Bertoccio. Haven't seen too much of Christian Bertoccio in midfield at the moment. He hasn't really stamped any authority on the game, and perhaps a player of his quality, you would be looking for more from him. Here he is on the ball now.
Yeah, the way Chennai FC started, it did look like they can dominate the possession, and the way they started the match looked like they had a slight advantage, but as the game has progressed, they've struggled to keep the ball in possession, especially in the attacking third, haven't had a lot of time in the attacking third. The midfielders need to combine well, need to find those attackers like Farooq Chaudhary, Rahim Ali, play those through balls in. Haven't seen many of those yet from Chennai FC.
No extra time, by the way, in this Indian Oil Duran Cup. If it is level at 90 minutes, we go straight to penalties. Here comes Sashi. Noah getting back on defensive duty and spinning away from his man. Brilliantly done. Because we were so used to seeing in Chennai in colours last season, Nasser El Kayati with the flicks and tricks. Noah Sadoya's got those in abundance for FC Goa. A brilliant first season for him in the Hero ISL last season. Chennai released all their foreign players at the end of the season, so very much a clean slate to work with for Owen Coyle. Still talk of them bringing in a foreign central defender before the transfer window shuts. It's probably one area that they would look to strengthen at the moment. They've bought in midfield, they've bought in up front. Udanta. Goa looking to try and get themselves another goal before half-time. There will be a couple of minutes added time, you would think, from the injury we had a moment or so ago to Brandon. But since going behind, Goa have pretty much controlled this. They've had more of the ball, they've had the better chances. They might not be finished yet. 3 minutes added time. Noah Sadoy gets to the byline once again, tries the pullback, wasn't really on for him. Shot comes in from Xavier Gamma, which was blocked by Sartak. Rahim Ali will bring it away. Good challenge by Brandon, who seems to have recovered from that knock a moment or so ago.
Yes, you're absolutely right. FC Goa has been dominating since they scored that first goal and now leading at the at halftime. Chennai FC haven't been able to really find David Murray as well, who's playing up front. Connor Shields as well hasn't seen a lot of the ball. Still need to do better in midfield, keep the possession and build a better attack. Other than that corner which led to the goal for Chennai FC, we haven't seen a lot of attack from them.
As you say, I think they're just missing that drive through midfield at the moment from this man in particular, Christian Bertocchio, who will maybe look to step it up a notch in the second half. He certainly is looking to add creativity alongside Ayush and Shields in the middle. Those three in that little triangle haven't really done much in this first half. Here is Connor Shields. Managed to get the ball into the area, away by Sandesh Jingan. There's a challenge on the edge on Farouk. Or was it Rahim Ali, sorry. No penalty, though. Still the ball alive. Connor Shields in towards Jordan Murray, who gets underneath it and heads over the top. And better from Connor Shields that time, though.
Yeah, somehow manages to find Connor Shields, but not a lot he could do with the pace at which the ball was coming to him. Still manages to head the ball, but wouldn't bother Dheeraj. Farooq Chaudhary was available. So I've just...
Connor Shields who... Yeah, go. Farooq was available, yeah, you're right. Free kick to Chennai and foul on Bertocchio. Taken quickly, on by Murray. Shields tries to get there. Jingan was alive to the danger and slides the ball away for a throw-in on the far side. Almost time in this first half. Last chance maybe to get the ball into the area for Chennai in. Bertocchio. Rahim Ali. In behind Ayush, who just had to backtrack slightly. Here's Sangwan. Too high for Murray, away by Jingan. On by Odanta. Look composed when coming out of defence as well, Chennai, and they've not been rushed. That's Carlos pushing the ball out wide to Brandon. Early ball looking for Noah. Clearance gets the ball away, though, as the referee decides that's enough for the first half. An entertaining first half that saw Chennai go in front, but Carlos and Carl McHugh with the goals that have dragged it round for Goa at half-time to put them into a 2-1 lead, and work to do, Aditi, for Chennai in the second half.
Lots of work to do for Chennai FC. They started well, got the early lead, but FC Goa always looked threatening going forward. Enjoyed most of the possession. FC Goa slowly took some time to get into the match and pick up the rhythm. But here are the match stats. 2 goals for FC Goa, Chennai FC getting 1 in the early minutes of the game. Possession more enjoyed by FC Goa, and they did manage to get 3 shots off the 5 on target, whereas Chennai FC has just managed to have 1 shot on target. That was the goal. Apart from that, they haven't really tested Dheeraj, and so a lot of work to do for Chennai FC in the second half.
Yeah, 62% possession for FC Goa. In that first half, they dominated the ball and eventually were able to make that possession count with those 2 goals to turn it around to lead by 2 goals to 1 at the break, with a place in the semi-finals of this 132nd Indian Oil Duran Cup. The prize on offer tonight, of course. Well, FC Goa, the winners 2 seasons ago, taking on 100% record holders Chennai, who won their 3 group games. Jordan Murray and Brandon, the respective captain. Goa got off to a good start, but Chennai got off to a better start. Bikash heading in the corner. Questions about the goalkeeping, questions about the defending, but it was still a good header from Bikash to put Chennai in front. Noah Sadoy was at the heart of everything that Goa had going forward. Narrowly avoided Carlos there. Adanta getting into a good position, and they did have chances that they probably felt they should have scored before they actually did get back onto level terms.
Yeah, Chennai FC did well to defend, got numbers behind, to not allow a lot of space to FC Goa. But this was how the first goal came for FC Goa. Brandon and Nudanta combining, Noah doing enough to keep the ball in play, and then a late run in from Carl McHugh, who makes no mistake and gets that equalizer for FC Goa.
Yeah, on his debut, Carl McHugh. Noah Sadoy should have scored with the header, but they did get another goal. It was a moment of individual brilliance from another new signing, Carlos. Lovely quick footwork and a little dink over Samik Mitra to put his side 2-1 up. He's already endeared himself to the Gores fans with 3 goals in this Indian Oil Durand Cup, and I'm sure plenty more to come from him over the next few months. Half-time, it is Manolo Marquez's side that have turned this one around. He'll be delighted looking on from the stands tonight. Half-time here at the Indira Gandhi Stadium in Guwahati. It's FC Goa 2, Chennai NFC 1.
Made for the Maidan called India. Cult Sport. Sport everything. Visit cult.sport.
Hello and welcome to the Vivekananda Yuva Bharati Kirangan, Salt Lake, the city of joy. We are, and in the quarter-final, the Imami East Bengal, they're taking on the Gokulam Kerala. The players are all lined up, and they would be introduced to the dignitaries. And the dignitary this evening, the guest is Colonel Punarnaba Chakravarti. And here's a formation. They go with a 4-3-3. It looks very, very attacking, with Javier Severo Toro leading the line on the whole, Karan. This is a brilliant human story. Let me tell you, this is the footballer Alejandro Sanchez. And here's a Gokulam Kerala formation with a 4-4-2. Imami East Bengal to take on the Malabarians, one who have done it here at this particular ground. 2009, they won the Durand Cup. But from the word go, again, the Imami East Bengal thrusting into the attack, attacking from the right to the left of your screen. Try a little variation and there. And again, going for that header. Could they finish? And is that the goal? Within a minute, and look at that. The celebration. Imami East Bengal are up by a goal, and what a variation he has tried. And this man has brought the Midas touch. What a great finish that, Karan.
Mahesh sets it up. A corner which is in for Javier Severo. But how is he unmarked there? It's LC with the goal. And look at that. Borja drilling that down into the second post. LC was there. He was ready for the second ball. Imami East Bengal get their goal in the first minute of this match, in this knockout match.
Cabra setting it up. A lot of white shirts in. Left foot attempted, but that is still climbing when it crosses the framework. Now Remahesh, good touch. Nishakumar, oh, lovely control of the ball. Great one. Now Mahesh, but this time blocked well by the man who's received a booking. Bashit, finally he is frustrated because he couldn't keep the ball in play. That's curled in. Chance for a second one. That strikes the upright, and crosspiece comes back to play. The second goal denied and near to goodness. Just by centimeter. Again, they're holding on. Oh, What a chance wasted, Karan. Talking about Carlos Quadrat, he has ignited the supporters. Tikotan, lovely move that. That could be finished. Alejandro! That was going in, but what a save from Prafsukan Gill. Timed his jump on the left. This was absolutely stunning save. Again, good pressure. And, oh, was that going in? Carlos Quadrat wonders.
He gets too much on the ball. A little less of a flick, and that would have been 2-0.
Komron Tushinov shoot over that. It's so very difficult to reach the... Oh, that was a header! And that is the defining moment for the Malabarians. This man gets his second goal this season in this Indian Oil Durand Cup. The score's level, and as I was mentioning, time and again, that never a one-goal margin is safe. It's so very slender. This man from Cameroon, the international, he equalizes.
What about that for a header? Look at that. A ball played in. Not too close to the goalkeeper. He still needed to do work. It was Komron with that mistimed opportunity to get the goal. But here, Boba, first time finish. No chance for Prapsukan Gill. Gets it past the goalkeeper in towards the first post.
Karan, it is anybody's game. The scoreline, it's still level.
Down the right flank, this time Imami East Bengal. Nanda with the ball. Chops and turns. But look at that red defense, that red wall.
Clayton got that touch. Naurem on the second ball. Can he keep in play? Can he get back in the 6-yard area? Long ranger! And that goes in! Did it take a touch? Saul Crespo is claiming it, and what an attempt. Carlos Quadrat, he knows that this could seal the deal.
Look at that for a goal. Nanda whips one in. Clayton Silva couldn't quite get at the end of it. Here, Mahesh Naurem Singh, he lays it off. A first time cross, we say. And it looked like the last touch was a Gokulam Kerala player's touch. Look at that, Mahesh Naurem Singh sets it up for Nishu. It looked like an own goal. It was Boba. 2 goals for Boba today, Palabda.
Yes, one on the wrong side of it again. On the right, Suhair, he can score goals. He comes from Kerala. And Saul Crespo wins it. Oh, great ball in, but Suhair making a heavy weather. Sydney Vance Paul attempting a right footer with the outstep, but straight onto Zlatan Mavia. And quickly back into the attack are the Malabarians. Pacing up there, no foul. Gokulam Kerala, always a very tough side. Now Mahesh, he would hold on. And the final whistle is it. Harish Kundu blows it, and after 4 years and 4 days, Carlos Quadrat led Imami East Bengal reached the semi-final of the Indian Oil Durand Cup. Didn't get a name on his score sheet. Clayton Silva, he wouldn't mind. Harmanjot Kabra is very, very happy. Full-time score here at the Vivekananda Yuva Bharati Kirangan, Solek, Kolkata. Gokulam Kerala 1, Imami East Bengal FC 2, and they are into the semi-final. And what a beautiful game we had.
Made for the Maidan called India. Cult Sport. Sport everything. Visit cult.sport. Made for the Maidan called India. Cult Sport. Sport every day. Visit cult.sport.
First anniversary with Sameer. So mazedaar makhani paneer. First anniversary with Sameer. So mazedaar makhani paneer.
365 days with Seema. तो दाबेदार कीवा. हर मूड के लिए पिज्जा. Wowza! Try 2 personal pizzas starting at $2.99 with 2 Pepsi free.
Made for the Maidan called India. Cult Sport. Sport every day. Visit cult.sport.
ಅರೆ ಇಲ್ಲೂ ಸಂಭ್ರಮವಾಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ.
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಇದು ಇಂದಿ
Sides making their way out for the second half. Jordan Murray the first to show for Chennai, who found themselves leading here thanks to Bikash's header, but a wonderful turnaround by FC Goa. See them leading 2-1 at the halfway point in this Indian Oil Durand Cup quarter final. Good to see quite a few people in tonight to see a game between these two Hero ASL heavyweights. Say 7th and 8th place respectively in the league last season. Expecting better things this campaign. Chennai making a change. They're bringing on Ajith and taking off Sashu for the second half. So Ajith Kumar comes on for his 4th appearance. Has appeared in every game so far. 2 as a starter for Chennai. He's on in the second half. And Chennai have to respond. They have to be a little bit more creative in midfield to try and get the likes of Shields and Murray in good spaces. But certainly this game is far from over at the halfway point. Carlos there, who scored that excellent goal. Are you expecting to see anything different from Goa in the... We're just waiting for Aditi to rejoin. Chennai get us underway then, in blue, kicking from left to right in the second half. So no Owen Coyle on the sidelines tonight. He's suspended after 2 yellows, so Sandy Stewart is the man on, or in the technical area, should I say. That's today, chasing back towards Dirash, and cleared away by Dirash. Didn't have a huge amount to do in that first half, apart from picking the ball out of the net after Bikash's header after just 5 minutes. Here's Shields trying to get Chennai in, going right from the start. And there's the substitute, Ajith. Yeah, there's no question that Chennai have... It's back with Samik. Sangwan. Cleared out of play harmlessly, though. Don't forget the quarter-final matchup is tomorrow between Mumbai Supergiant and Mumbai City FC. All the games right through to the final, exclusively live on Sony Sports 10-2 and Sony Live, as we have been right throughout this Indian Oil Durand Cup. It's hard to believe we started way back on the 3rd of August. And here we are now, down to the last 6 teams after tonight. Another one will bite the dust. But there's a long way to go before we know who that's going to be. Slender lead for Go. That's just been run out of play, I think, over on the far side. There's Guramangi, the man on the bench for so Manolo Marquez not taking a place on the technical or in the technical area for this. Put in by McHugh. Sanders Jingan. Here come Goa with Xavier Gamma. He's got Noah outside him. In by Noah once again. Well, it's a foul on the edge of the penalty area, that will be. Foul for Chennai in, foul on Farouk, who was back on the edge of his own technical area to make the challenge. Away by Sangwan, the header initially. There is the challenge by Carl McHugh. A little exuberant, but free kick which has left Farouk Chowdhury just down. Well, Ditty, Chennai have got to start positively in the second half. There's a long way to go in this game, but we know that Goa have got the ability to hit them on the counter if needed.
Absolutely, and the way FC Goa has come back after going 1 goal down, they've shown their quality. They've FC, and now Chennai and FC have some work to do in terms of keeping the possession and building an attack, because in the first half, apart from the goal scored, they didn't really have any chances. They didn't really create a lot of, and that's something that they would look to improve on in the second half.
Yeah, it's certainly something we've seen them do in their previous games in this. 8 goals scored in the group stage. Here's Sartak. Looking to feed that one down the line for Jordan Murray, but he's out wide, so there's no one in the middle at the moment. He has got Rahim Ali arriving now, and that will go for a corner. Rahim Ali arriving late. Connor Shields was just on the edge of the area, but Goa have managed to defend well and concede the corner.
Okay, good ball put in, and the danger area, Rahim Ali was following up, but we still need to see more Chennai FC in the attacking third. We need to see more hunger from Chennai FC to get more goals and keep threatening this FC Goa goal.
Christian Bertocchio will take the corner. In swinger once again from the Italian. So was born in Argentina but moved to Italy when he was 16. That's not a great one, headed away by Noah Sadoy. Ayush. Out wide to Sartak, who's going to have to track back now because he's given that one away cheaply to Rainier. Udanta. Got support out wide, just looking for a man to take away the defender and buy him a little bit of space to the middle. Carl McHugh, who's looked impressive so far for Goa. Xavier Gamma. McHugh. Noah. There's always an air of expectation when he gets the ball. Lovely running from Xavier Gamma on the overlap. Tried to cut back inside. Defender was just a little bit tight to him, so he couldn't clip that ball around him. Carlos pressuring in the corner. Given away to Noah. Seriton. Cut out once again. Seriton with a second opportunity. Now Farouk to break for Chennai in. It's still competitive and tightly contested in that midfield area at the moment. Here comes Farouk Chowdhury. Stabbed out wide to Connor Shields. Time to take a look and see who's around. Farouk just trying to work the opening here. Farouk could be in on goal, just a heavy touch away by Aday. Good pressure this. Shields in again. Just too high for Murray. Still the danger's not passed. Farouk was on the ground. Jordan Murray trying to turn and still trying to turn, but the whistle's gone. Well, I'm not too sure what that ball in was because Farouk Chowdhury was still on his backside of the penalty area, but very strange.
Not sure who the ball was meant for because there was Matochio, who's running from behind and was behind Farooq Chaudhary, who was on the ground. But a good spell from Chennai FC. Farooq leading that attack for Chennai FC. But you still need to see a little bit more composure from Chennai FC, a bit more composure with the ball in the midfield, in the attacking third. But here comes Noah on the other side.
Guided on again, great ball with the outside of the boot, looking forward towards Adanta. It has taken a touch off a defender on its way across, but again, lovely bit of improvisation by Noah.
Great work again by Noah. Just knew there was Udanta available as an option. Outside of the foot pass for him. It was falling perfectly for Udanta, but the defender gets a touch on it. To slight deflection enough to guide it away from Udanta.
That was actually an important touch by Sangwan because it did take the ball just away from Adanta, who was closing in on that one. So well done to him. Seriton with a throw. Adanta's looked lively tonight for Goa. Seriton gets to the byline. Carlos, little chip across, just too high for Noah, who may have been nudged in the back, but better defending from Chennai, who was just a fraction too high.
A physical battle there, but Carlos finding Noah there, who's been really tough to deal with for this Chennai FC side. Sachu was given the responsibility in the first half, and now Ajit has come in his place to deal with Noah and the threat that he possesses.
That was a poor ball from Rahim Ali, sliced straight through to Diraj.
And this is what needs to be improved for Chennai FC. Just a little bit more patience with the ball, not forcing the ball forward when there are not enough people to keep the ball and build the attack.
A relatively straightforward passage in the group, as we said, for Chennai, and they beat Hyderabad in their first game before seeing off Tribhuvanami, and a narrow 2-1 win over Delhi, which was a little bit bad-tempered at times on the sidelines, but that's the reason Owen Coyle picked up his second yellow card. You can see that has been a little bit of a swing change in possession. Chennai have seen more of the ball at the start of this second half, 57-43. Now I think it was 62% to go at half-time. Here comes Farooq, being forced out wide by a mixture of Seriton and Udanta. Two fantastic stadiums these teams adorn, of course, the Fatorda and the Marina Arena. Great places to be when there's a good atmosphere and a big crowd in, and you feel if these sides get off to good starts in this competition and in the league, the crowds will come flocking back and we'll see some fantastic atmospheres this season.
A rare mistake by Uday, conceding the corner.
Will be taken by Farooq. In swinger, away by Carlos, back on defensive duty. Here's Murray. Out wide once again, Jordan Murray. So Shields will take up a position in the middle, trying to find some space past Sandesh Jingan. It's in by Ajith Kumar. Not a great ball. Ajith recovers to get there before Carlos. Sartak. Now Sangwan. Batocchio still hasn't really got into the game as yet in terms of providing and creating for Chennai.
Yeah, Chennai FC midfield haven't really been able to combine well so far. Farooq Chaudhary in the attack has looked quite lively. But Batocchio and Ayush and Connor playing in that triangle in the midfield haven't really worked well so far.
Ball over the top again towards Jordan Murray. On goes Shields, takes the defender with him, creates a little bit of space. That'll be the first yellow card surely for Xavier Gamma on this occasion. Hauls back Jordan Murray when he was in full flight.
And not a doubt there, a clear yellow card. Just didn't want to let Murray unleash a shot from distance. Xavier Gama seeing a yellow card.
Yeah, Murray was in full flight then. They have got a free kick in a dangerous position here, Chennai in. Diraj just trying to get a wall sorted out. Sangwan, Batocchio, Farouk, all hovering around that ball at the moment. Is this the moment for the Italian to announce himself onto the Indian stage, I wonder? McHugh, part of that four-man wall, along with Carlos on the end of it. Might favour Sangwan here, the left footer. Just from the angle. If he can get some pace on this, it might cause Diraj a problem. It's a big chance this, though, for Chennai in. Farouk also shaping up here. You can see how high that line is being held by FC Goa. Here we go then. It is Sangwan. Too high though over Diraj's bar. He went near post, but too high. Couldn't get the ball up and down. And another chance goes begging.
Yeah, good idea there. Wasn't too far off there, Sangwan. But not enough there to test Dheeraj. And we spoke about the midfield, and now a few changes being made by Chennai FC.
Yep, Jiteshwar coming on to replace Christian Batocchio, who's managed to get an hour in on his Chennai debut. Will take him a while to acclimatise to the heat and humidity, I think, here in India as well. And Rahim Ali's gone off, and Vinci Barreto, the man brought in from the Kerala Blasters, has come on for his third appearance off the bench in this Indian Oil Durand Cup this season. Goal kick for Goa, who lead by 2-1 still. Reminder, North East United, Imami East Bengal already through to the last four after their quarter-final victories over the last 2 days. That semi-final will be on Tuesday. The winners of this one will play either Mumbai City FC or Mohun Bagan Super Giants on Thursday, with the final a week tomorrow, Sunday the 3rd of September, the final. Carlos gives the ball away cheaply. Now Jiteshwar, that mop of blonde hair. So he'll be one of the players looking to be a replacement for Anirudh Thapa in that midfield area. Here's Vinci Barreto. He too had a good season for Kerala last season. Chance for him to make a name for himself as well. Here's Sangwan.
Chennai FC coming into this game had a 100% record in the group stages of the Indian Oil Durand Cup this season. Got a 3-1 win against Hyderabad FC, a win against Tribhuvan and Delhi FC as well, but haven't had that kind of confidence in this game. Perhaps the toughest opponent in their journey of the Durand Cup so far today, as they face FC Goa.
Yeah, somebody needs to step up for Chennai in. As we say, Vinci, who's come on, did score twice for them last season. Here's Noah, finding a little bit of space. That's a heavy challenge for Jiteshwar. The referee just took his time before blowing the whistle. Noah's so tricky, he does draw the fouls. He was probably one of the most foul players in the Hero ISL last season. Gets the free kick.
He sees so much of the ball, and he's always a threat when he gets the ball, always a target for any opponent. An awkward landing there for Noah. Tackle from behind. It's okay to continue.
Yeah, there's
What
always a
good
bit of
area.
bit of a heartsy mouth moment when players go down. We saw Connor Shields go down in that game against Tribhuvanami with an ankle problem, and you worry if players get injured in this competition. There's only a few days of the transfer window left to replace them, so coaches, I'm sure, will be just watching a little bit with bated breath when players take a tumble, but Noah's okay. And Brandon is over the free kick here for Goa. Good pace on that. 3 headers coming in, or 3 players coming in. Jingan gets the header, but heads wide. Scored for the Indian national team in the summer. Still hasn't scored in the Hero ISL, but was close there to getting a goal in this Durand Cup.
Really great ball there from Brandon. A good flight on the ball. Knew where his players were, how they were going to make that run, and gets it spot on for Jingan to get a head on it, but couldn't keep it on target. Another player down for Chennai FC.
I think it's Bikash who scored the opening. Changes here, so we're going to see Jay Gupta coming on, having made his debut against Downtown Heroes. He's coming on for Xavier Gamma, and we're also going to see Roland Borges coming on to replace Rainier in that central holding midfield area alongside Cole McHugh.
Rainier didn't see much of the ball. Has not really got a chance to combine with McHugh, but now Roland Borges makes his way to onto the field. He would get some minutes as well, but Physio there making a sign towards the bench to make a substitution.
Here's that chance for Jingan again a moment or so ago. Got up highest. That was the challenge that just left Bikash needing treatment. Just the fall, I think, more than anything. But he's not going to be able to continue. Looks like possibly an ankle problem. But just going back to those substitutions, great to see Roland Borges back in his spiritual home at Goa. Of course, he was born in Newham and started his career with FC Goa. So very much a homecoming for him, having played for North East United and then Mumbai, of course. Jay Gupta also coming on, the 21-year-old born in Maharashtra. Away by Samik Mitra. All forward by McHugh. Here is Jay with the throw. Still we await the change for Chennai in there, just temporarily down to 10 men at the moment. Romario looks like he's the man that's coming on. This movement on the bench. That, well, Vinci Barreto's gone down there really late with clutching his face. Almost a delayed reaction. I'm not too sure if there's any contact on him. But Seriton will put the ball out of play so he can get some treatment and the substitution can happen. Ajith Kumar was the only recognised defender on the bench today for Goa, but Romario coming on.
Never a good sign, and never easy for a team to make a substitution for the centre back. But Romario comes onto the field, gets some important minutes under his belt as well.
It's guided back to Diraj. Looks as though Ajith has moved in alongside Sartak. There's Guramangi. Charge for this Indian All-Durand Cup. Romario just seen there in that central area. His Shields. It's Ayush rather. Chennai certainly see more of the ball as we approach the halfway point in the second half, but they still haven't really troubled Diraj's goal yet.
And they need to keep more of the possession, just have more patience, combine well as a team. And now that you've also had to been forced to make that change in the centre back, they'd have to play with a little bit more confidence. They're giving away the ball cheaply.
Sheraton with the throw for Goa. We're at the Indira Gandhi Stadium in Guwahati, where this competition is organised, of course, by the Indian Armed Forces, supported by the government of Assam, and very well organised it's been as well so far as we approach the fourth week of the competition. Forward by McHugh. Here's Brandon. Chipped over the top of one, and of course this competition's unique because you actually get 3 trophies as opposed to 1. So I'm not too sure who's going to be lifting those 3 trophies. The captain, and they'll have to name 2 vice captains, I guess, for whoever wins this year.
Now, this is a very special tournament that has 3 trophies. One's the President Cup, there's a Durand Cup, and the Shimla Trophy, which is a rolling trophy which was gifted by the Shimla people.
Well, both these teams have... Carry on.
And it's great that this season there are 24 teams participating in this oldest tournament, domestic tournament of Asia. It is the 5th oldest in the world.
Vincey coming forward, looking for Shields on the edge of the area. It's another good block. Failing to get the shot in on target, but Vincey's pace has started to cause a few problems for Jay Gupta down this near side. That may be the thought of the change. Jay has got a little bit more pace on him than Xavier Gamma. But we mentioned anniversaries and things like that, but Goa are actually 9 years old today. It's 9 years since they were inaugurated back in 2014. So happy 9th birthday to them. Goa still leading by 2 goals to 1. It was forward by Romario. Didn't find its target though. Away by Noah. McHugh. Here's Sangwan. Chennai still trying to press, but once again, Goa, plenty of players back behind the ball. That one goes out off Udanta.
70 minutes of the game, but Chennai and FC haven't really tested Dheeraj much in the game so far. Still haven't been able to keep the possession and build up an attack in the final third.
Here comes Murray. Sliding challenge from Sandesh Jingan sends the ball spinning away for a corner. Murray looking to get in behind, but Jingan once again has kept him marshalled quite tightly.
Good defending by Jingan. Reads the ball extremely well, knew when to time that challenge and not allow a lot of space to put the ball in, but concedes a corner. Sangwan will be responsible to put the ball in once again. He was the one who put the delivery in when the first goal was scored by Chennai FC.
Can he do the same again? Much more pace on that one. Went right to the back post where Ayush was. Delivered back in by Jitesh. What a brilliant save by Dheeraj. Murray with a header. He's taken a knock to the face, but it was a brilliant header. It was a brilliant save. It was good football all round. And Dheeraj has kept his side in this one.
We've been talking about not testing Dheeraj, and here he comes to the occasion. great work by Chennai FC from a set piece yet again. And Murray does extremely well. Rises above all three defenders around him. Gets a knock as well. But Dheeraj being tested and comes through in that challenge.
Yeah, there's one thing about Dheeraj. We sometimes question his command of his area for crosses, as we saw for the first goal, but there's no doubting his ability as a shot stopper. That was a brilliant save.
Yeah, really good reflexes to keep the ball away from the goal.
Another corner. Murray, I think, headed the back of Sandesh Jingan's head, which is where the injury came from as he headed the ball. So he'll be a spectator while this corner's taken again. It's in again by Sangwan, away by a day. No extra time, don't forget, if Chennai were to get an equaliser, we go straight to penalties. Jiteshwar, whose cross it was that put the ball onto Murray's head. Seriton out there. Sangwan, Jiteshwar was offside when that ball was played back to him. That's clumsy, but Chennai are just starting to ease themselves into this a little bit more. They're going to make a change here. Irfan is going to come on. And it will be Farouk Chowdhury that's going off. So Irfan comes on for a third appearance off the bench. Came on in the last two matches. Now he's on in the quarter-final.
Farouk Chowdhury had a good game, looked lively, contributed in the attack, had a good work rate, but now has been replaced by Irfan. The substitutions made by Chennai FC have been contributing. The side looked different ever since the substitutions have been made. Jiteshwar on the ball.
Yeah, just going back to Irfan, he's an interesting player because he played for Bengaluru United last season in the I-League 2. He actually scored 5 goals in 2 matches against Chennai's reserves, which obviously alerted him to the club, and they moved to sign him in the summer. So a big chance for him to step up and score some goals as Brandon goes down and wins the free kick.
Ajit, they're getting really tight with Brandon. McHugh on the ball.
The dancer just allows that one to roll out of play. Goa still leading here by 2-1. No addition to the half-time score with 15 minutes to go. Bikash put Chennai in front before Cole McHugh on his debut levelled things up. And then Carlos getting a brilliant solo goal. Lovely quick feet and a dink over Samek to make it 2-1 before half-time. We are going to see changes here from FC Goa, or are we not going to see them yet? We're not going to see them yet. Seriton with a throw. Away by Sangwan. Through the legs of Brandon. Off by Murray, who's now got that blue tape wrapped around his head after picking up a knock a moment or so ago. That's a poor clearance by Samek, given away to Noah. Comes off Jiteshwar, bobbling around in the penalty area. Away by Romario. Murray. Good clearance. Jiteshwar. Jay Gupta once again, cleverly done to find a day. Particularly last season.
Absolutely, and that will be a test again today for FC Goa. Chennai FC in the second half are asking some questions, have looked a little bit better going forward compared to the first half, but here are some more changes from FC Goa. Danta making his way for Boris, and Carlos has also been given the rest after putting his side forward in this game. Victor comes on.
Yeah, Boris coming on for a debut, having joined from Jamshedpur, was a League Shield winner with Owen Coyle, of course, 2 seasons ago. And Victor Rodriguez, who was impressive with Odisha, particularly in the Super Cup, didn't really feature much in the league apart from the start, rather, just a couple of starts. Right, here comes Vinci, looking to use his pace against a day. Shields with him. Vinci went for the spectacular. No way through, though. Good defending again from FC Goa. Here's Borges. Carl McHugh. Now a day. Comes off Irfan. Went to ground to keep the ball in play, but only presents it straight back to Goa. That was Victor. Ayush. Good ball in. Oh, it goes right the way across. Dheeraj has been caught by his own defender, Jingan. He's back on his feet, though. Jordan Murray. Jay trying to hold him out wide. To Romario. Jiteshwar. That's a foul by Jay right on the edge of the area. Be another yellow card as well for the substitute as he brings down Romario. And a chance here with a free kick in a dangerous...
Great work by Chennai FC in this attacking third. Good combination. It was a good chance. Couldn't manage to get a foot on it. But here's Sangwan yet again on the ball. Would look to keep it on target this time.
Sandy Stewart nervously looks on. Sangwan with a delivery. Trusted left foot that we saw so often last season create for Chennai. What can you do here? Goes for goal. Dheeraj punches the ball away. That will be... That's gone for a corner already. So Dheeraj dealt with it well enough.
Sangwan this time keeps it on target, but Dheeraj getting a strong hand on it to concede a corner.
Sangwan straight away to take that corner as we enter the final 10 minutes at the Indira Gandhi Stadium. Goa 2, Chennai in 1. Place in the semi-finals up for... All came from. They could do with something similar now. Chennai in. Into the near post this time. It was towards Sartak. Another corner. Could be a busy last 10 minutes for these Goa defenders. Hammered away by Roland Borges.
Dheeraj does get a hand on it, but not convincing enough. He's always looked a little unsure in those in-swinging balls.
That's away by Samik Mitra. Chennai incoming again, though. Not much in an attacking sense from Goa at the moment. They're having to soak up a lot of pressure. Murray. Connor Shields in the middle. Shields gets the flick. No one able to get on the end of it, though. Behind for a goal kick. Dheeraj taking his time over this. Sangwan has had a lot of free kicks, a lot of corners. managed to breach this Goa defence in the second half. Noah, good foot in there from Ajith. So he's gone in at centre-back now. Romario is playing at right-back after the injury to Bikash. There's Jay Gupta. Given away again, though. I think Goa here will be just glad to keep the ball where it is and just keep running seconds off the clock like this.
At least not waste the possession and give away the possession with these deliveries. Jacob on that occasion. But ever since they've made that substitution with Ajit coming in and Romario coming in, they've managed to keep Noah silent. Hasn't seen a lot of the ball as he did in the first half.
There's Victor Rodriguez, the man who came on a few moments ago. And another change here for FC Goa. Leander Acuna is the man coming on, and it will be Seriton Fernandez that goes off for FC Goa. That's their fifth and final substitution. Be a straight swap. Leander, player that's been at Goa all his career, only made one substitute appearance last season. Came in in the 90th minute against Odisha, so only a brief introduction into the league last season, but he has played in all 4 games in this competition. Victor, pursued by Jiteshwar. Happy to take the ball into the corner, Victor Rodriguez. It's given away. Irfan. Good strong challenge by Ade. It was a fair one, says the referee. Boris. Now Victor. Carl McHugh. He'll add that steal into Goa's midfield this season, that's for sure. Carl McHugh, he's been excellent, as we say, for Mohan Bagan over the last couple of seasons. Not afraid to put his foot in and make the challenges.
And for Chennai, you can see how deep Jordan David Murray has to drop now to see the ball and build up the attack for Chennai FC. He wasn't getting a lot of supply, a lot of balls up front. So now in the second half, you can suddenly see him dropping in and trying to build up the attack and get more involved in the midfield. And also the addition of Irfan has led to that change.
Well, here's Boris in behind. Just wanted a touch too many. Ajith made the challenge right the way across goal. Sartak gets in there before Noah could get a foot in. Boris is one of those trademark runs we're so used to seeing with Jamshedpur, but good play by Ajith.
Ajith doing extremely well there to not allow a lot of space for Boris to find Noah.
Got that injection of pace this season as well. Go with Boris and Udanta, of course, who we saw earlier. So plenty of selection headaches for Manolo Marquez to work out over the next few weeks before the Hero ISL gets underway at the end of September. That'll be a free kick to Chennai.
Jacob has to be a little careful now. Has already seen a yellow card.
Ayush over the free kick. Time ticking away from Chennai in here. There will be quite a bit of added time, you would feel, at the end of the game.
Yeah, there have been a couple of injuries in the second half, so a few minutes would be added on at the end of this half.
Towering header then from Sandesh Jingan. Here's Murray. Checking back inside again. Out of play.
McHugh doing his defensive duties. An important touch, but gives away a corner in these final few minutes of the regulation time. Set piece opportunity once again for Chennai FC. Can they make the most of it and get an equalizer?
Guramangi anxiously looking on. Jiteshwar's ball in, away again by Sandesh Jingan. Sangwan. Jiteshwar continues his run here. Sangwan, he's got three in the middle. Can't find any of them. Good tracking back by Roland Borges to put that one behind for the corner.
FC Goa now defending in numbers. All players at the back to defend the set piece. Another corner for Chennai FC.
Teshwar's ball across again. Murray's header. Appeals for handball. Not given. It was more in hope than expectation, I think, by those Chennai players. 90 seconds of normal time to go, plus stoppages. Goa edging their way towards the semi-finals, having won this competition 2 seasons ago. Had a brilliant campaign, of course, that year. They won every game bar one, where they drew the semi-final against Bengaluru. They had to go to penalties to win that before seeing off Mohammedan in the final, thanks to a single Edu Badia goal in extra time. That was Noah's shot, which took a deflection, took all the pace out of it, and now Vinci to break. Can his pace cause problems for Goa's defence in the final moments? Jordan Murray's had to come very deep to get the ball now since the introduction of Irfan. Connor Shields has pushed into a more advanced role. That's a poor crossfield ball cut out by Boris. Down the line by Leander. Good chasing back by Sartak, who draws the foul.
Going forward, Chennai FC do look a little bit out of options. And giving away ball cheaply in the attacking third, making it easy for FC Goa.
We understand there will be 7 minutes added time. Possibly a little bit more than we were expecting, but as we know, these days referees are adding more time on to compensate for time wasting and everything else that's going on in the surroundings. Victor Rodriguez there fouled. That'll run a few more seconds off the clock. Just about digging in for Goa, you feel now, and just doing what they've done for the previous 90 minutes.
And it's all about game management for FC Goa. Now that we're into the final minutes of the game, and you have experienced players in the squad who understand how to deal with these situations.
Well, McHugh's ball over the top has found Noah Sadoy, and that will wrap things up for Goa. There was a Chilean player that went to ground. Well, he scored a late penalty to rescue a point against Northeast. He scored the goal here now that surely books Goa's place in the semi-finals for the second time in 3 editions of this Indian Oil Duran Cup. McHugh, the provider this time, having scored earlier. Noah Sadoy gets another goal, his 5th in this tournament this season, and Goa now lead by 3-1.
You feel this was the goal coming for Noah. He's always looked threatening, but a great run there, and McHugh reads it perfectly and finds Noah, who makes no mistake there. Questions of will be asked of Chennai's defense, but quality finish and great timing of the run from Noah.
Well, he's still got a chance of winning the Golden Boot, of course. 6 goals is the benchmark at the moment for David from Mohammedan, but of course they're out of the competition now, so Jorge Pereira Diaz is still there as well, as is Partib Gogoi, so there's a real battle going on for that golden ball, or the Golden Boot rather. But that will make Goa breathe a little bit easier now with 5 minutes of added time to go. Chennai in, unbeaten previously, 3 wins out of 3 in the group stage, have met their match tonight against the side that's been shaped by Manolo Marquez, but's been managed tonight by Gurumangi Singh. And the substitutions have worked as well. They've been made at the right time. And here they come again with Boris. Victor, lovely touch to take the ball into his stride. Brilliant finish again. And Chennai's defence has been carved open by Victor Rodriguez, the man who had such a brilliant Super Cup for Odisha. It was a wonderful touch to help the ball into his path. And from there was only one outcome. Samik Mitra beaten for a 4th time. And Goa are now going through in style. 4-1.
A beautiful touch here by Victor Rodriguez to beat his defender. Just casually takes it on his run and then makes no mistake to keep it on target. No chance there for the goalkeeper. And no mistake by Victor Rodriguez to give FC Goa a comfortable lead here as they see their berth in the semi-finals.
Well, 3 of those 4 goals have come from new foreign signings this season for FC Goa. Carl McHugh, Carlos Martinez, and now Victor Rodriguez as well. Noah Sadoy getting his name on the score sheet, but this has been a lesson whether Chennai have just tired in the last few moments or the fact that they had to try and commit men forward. It's just seen them caught out, but there is a real quality, certainly about those last 2 goals.
And that tells a lot about the bench strength that FC Goa has. Boris, another new signing for FC Goa this season, combining there, getting an assist for Victor Rodriguez.
Brandon has taken another whack in the back, as he did very early on in the game in the first half. From Romario. Sure, he'll play through the pain barrier for the final couple of minutes. Well, having conceded that early goal, Ade and Jingan have certainly shored things up, and Gurumangi, I'm sure, is smiling inside, even though he looks quite serious on the outside. Offside flag up against Noah, so there will be a free kick to Chennai in. But a wake-up call, really, for them. The first time they've really been troubled in this edition.
And a lot of work to be done ahead of the Hero ISL season. For Chennai and FC, they've made a few signings, but they haven't really looked very comfortable in terms of combining, especially in the midfield.
Nicely done by Jay Gupta. Roland Borges on for Noah, who just hesitated. Probably realised that ball was going to beat him into touch. Just a little bit too far ahead of him. He's been impressive again tonight, though. His creative play in the first half. He always looks a danger for Goa down that far side or on this near side on the left in the second half. Vinci. Now Ayush. Tired looking pass towards Connor Shields. Chennai's body language just tells you they know this game's over now as we enter the final minute of added time. But Goa, of course, who have been one of the most consistent teams in the Hero ISL, reached 6 semi-finals out of a possible 8. They've yet to win the competition. Twice runners-up in the final. They did lift the league winner's shield on its first edition 3 seasons ago. Can Manolo Marquez be the man to lift them to that title this year? Free kick to Chennai. Away again by a day. Jiteshwar. Too little on it to reach Romario. Here's Noah. Are they going to finish this in style? Noah comes back inside. Jateshwar, good effort to get back to make the challenge as the referee's whistle brings us to a close in Guwahati. And FC Goa become the third team to book their place in the semi-finals of the Indian Oil Duran Cup. Carl McHugh got the equaliser for them after they'd fallen behind to Bikash's header. Carlos